All right, today we're diving into what might just be the biggest leap we've seen in smartphone screens in a long, long time, the brand new display on the Galaxy S26. So let's get right into it.
But first, let me just ask you this. Have you ever felt like your phone's screen, your main window to the entire digital world, is actually kind of working against you?
I mean, we've all been there, right? You're on the train and you can just feel the person next to you reading your texts over your shoulder. Or you step outside and boom, the sun completely washes out your screen. Or maybe you take this perfect sunset photo, but on your phone the colors look all blocky and just weird. And underneath it all, there's that constant nagging worry about scratches and drops. Well, it looks like Samsung has been listening because they are tackling these exact problems head on. In this explainer, we're going to break down how the new Galaxy S26 display aims to solve pretty much all of those frustrations. Okay, check this out. This image really says it all. For the user on the left, the screen is perfectly crystal clear. But for that curious neighbor on the right, it's a total blackout. And get this, that's not some cheap stick-on filter. That's the screen itself doing the work. So let's start right there with the first huge solution, putting an end to shoulder surfing. This is all about finally solving the problem of privacy when you're out in public. The secret sauce behind this is a new technology called Flex Magic Pixel. Now, think about your current screen. It's kind of like a light bulb, just throwing light out in every direction. Well, this new tech is different. It's more like a series of tiny, tiny spotlights controlling the light for every single pixel. It fires the light directly forward at you, while basically stopping it from leaking out to the sides.
And here's what that actually means in practice. If you're looking at the screen straight on, you get a beautiful, bright, vibrant image. But the second someone tries to snoop from an angle, say 45 degrees or more, they see nothing, just a black screen. It's pretty incredible.
So you might be thinking, how is this any different from those old plastic privacy films? Well, the difference is night and day. We all know those films made your screen dimmer, a little blurry, just worse. Because this is built right into the screen, you get perfect maximum clarity and brightness with absolutely zero compromises. And the best part is, you're in complete control. You can just go into your settings and flick it on or off whenever you want. Or, and this is really smart, you can set it to turn on automatically for specific apps. So the moment you open your banking app or a private chat, that privacy shield just kicks right in. Okay, so this is an amazing feature, but which phones actually get it? Well, for now, this groundbreaking privacy display is an exclusive reserved just for the top-of-the-line Galaxy S26 Ultra. It's a classic move, right? Pack the absolute best, most advanced tech into the premium model to really make it stand out. Okay, so privacy is a huge deal, and it looks like it's solved. But what about just how the screen looks? Let's move on to the next major upgrade, solving the visuals with over 1 billion colors and basically zero glare. And no, that is not a typo. Just let that number sink in for a second. The new S26 display can render over 1 billion distinct colors. This is a massive, massive generational leap. For years now, our phone screens have been 8-bit, which gives you about 16.7 million colors. That sounds like a lot, right? But it's what causes that ugly effect called color banding. Now, for the first time ever in a Galaxy phone, we have a true 10-bit display, jumping from millions of colors all the way to over 1 billion. And this is the result. Look at the image on the left. See those ugly, blocky steps in the sky? That's color banding. Now look at the right. With true 10-bit color, that gradient is perfectly smooth, seamless, and natural. This makes a huge difference for watching HDR video or just looking at your photos. So what's protecting all these beautiful colors? Well, the phone is shielded by the next generation of glass, Corning Gorilla Armor 2. And it's basically engineered to do two things really, really well: be tough and be crystal clear. One of its biggest tricks is how it handles glare. You know when you're outside and your screen basically turns into a mirror? Gorilla Armor 2 has this advanced anti-reflective coating that just cuts way down on all of that. It means you can actually see your screen clearly in bright sunlight. And on top of all that, it's even more resistant to scratches and drops. So we have privacy, we have incredible visuals. The final piece of his puzzle is the AI engine that's working behind the scenes to solve for clarity and make everything on the screen just pop. Tucked away inside the phone's chipset is an enhanced neural processing unit, or NPU. The easiest way to think about this is like a dedicated brain whose only job is to run AI. And in this case, its job is to optimize every single pixel that hits that screen. And it does it all in real time. Now, there are two key AI engines doing the heavy lifting here. First, there's mDNIe. This thing analyzes what you're looking at and gives it 4 times more precise image processing. So the result is that colors aren't just vibrant, they're actually smart and look incredibly lifelike. Then you've got ProScaler 6. This is the smart upscaler. It uses AI to take low-resolution images or even text and intelligently add detail, so everything stays looking super sharp on that big screen. So when you put all of these pieces together, the privacy, the color, the durability, the AI, you get what really is a truly personal display. Let's just pull back and look at the complete picture. And it's so important to remember that none of this would even be possible without the raw horsepower of the phone's main CPU and GPU. They're the foundation, the engine room that's orchestrating all of this data to make these incredible display features a reality. So at the end of the day, it's really not just another screen, is it? It's a smarter window that actively protects your privacy, a safer one that resists damage, and a way more stunning window that shows your world with a color and clarity that we just haven't seen before. Which really just leaves us with one last kind of crazy thought. This privacy display, it essentially controls who's allowed to see your screen. It's almost like the screen can sense where you are. So now that our screens can kind of see for us, what's next?